guys, we have a special guest today. His name's Christopher Valiante, and he is a fragrance international skincare designer. And it took me forever to learn those 3 fucking words.
She's not lying.
But anyway, I'm happy you came, Christopher.
I'm happy I came too, because you know what? I was a big fan of the show. I don't watch a lot of TV. And out of our group of friends, everyone would say, "You're the Drita." Like, so it was always like a big running joke. And that's why, like, back in the day when I had met you years ago, no one knows that, but, you know, I would always try to get you. You were the only one from the show that I could never get to, and I like.
Well, at the events.
Yeah, and then like there was one event where that's when I got you with those pictures.
A picture.
Yeah, but we walked the red carpet together, posed up, repeat.
One of the guys that I had worked with in the past had given me your cologne, and he was like, "Oh, check." People would give me a lot of things, and I have to tell you, this cologne is really good.
Thank you.
No, it really is.
No, you know, that makes me feel really good because I'm not good at very many things. So, like,
I highly doubt that.
If you find
You walked
something
in
I'm
with
good
a fucking feather.
I did.
You were not playing games.
I told you I went to ShopRite in this. Fucking. I
said, "You're so dressed up, and I'm not." You were like, "I went to ShopRite."
Wait a minute. Is that the apple juice that's on sale? Or is it, no, that's not the Mott's? All right, no.
I love that you'll walk around like that.
Oh, I don't
But that's good. I have to say, the cologne is amazing, but you have a ton of stuff with you.
I do. Okay. Well, what I want to do first.
Start from the beginning. How did this even happen?
Okay. So, yeah. Well, you know that rustle you hear in your bushes at night? That's me. No. But, what started my
like how did you get into it? You just
so it was really no. It's so I moved out to Australia with my then partner, and he was out here in America with me for a while, and everybody loved him because we love all, especially like the Australians, the British, like we love all that shit. And I said, "Are they gonna like me the same, over there?" I didn't know, and he said, "Oh yeah, they love Americans. They hate us." So my first day there was Valentine's Day, and some old man came up to me. I was filling out forms, and I guess he heard my accent, and he said, yank the septic tank. And I was like, "Well, that's not hello."
He said that to you?
Yeah. So, and I was like, I realized quickly they didn't like it. I was like in a funk. So my then partner got us VIP passes to Sydney Fashion Week, which, by the way, was tragic. But
you didn't see the girl in the Olympics dancing hip hop? So
I did.
Australians, you shouldn't be saying shit to him. All I'm saying, she represent. You didn't see it?
Yeah, no.
Okay, well, it was all over the internet. She went there and she did a dance off and was hopping around like a fucking kangaroo. So I had to throw abuse there since they abused it. But go ahead.
But so the show was not good, but because he bought the VIP passes, we had unlimited champagne. Now I don't drink anymore. I'm a sober geek, but back then I was like, listen, I came here for this. We're drinking our ticket money, so I'm drinking champagne like crazy. And I see, I see a stand with candles and diffusers there. And he says, "Didn't you say you wanted one of those for the house?" So I said, "Sure, yeah." So I get up and I'm walking around and I'm going, cheap Tom Ford knockoff, Dolce & Gabbana light blue, and I'm going through it. And this woman comes up to me and she says, "Excuse me, who are you?" And I was like, "I'm Christopher from New Jersey. Who the hell are you?" And she was like, she's like, "Her name's Nicole. I'm the owner." And she's the owner of and she's American. She's from New York, but like farm New York, not like we know New York. And she actually has a line that finally made it out here, but it's the biggest thing in Australia.
Really?
Yeah, it's the biggest thing in Australia.
Oh wait, the American farm lady from here made a perfume that became popular in Australia.
Huge. They're huge.
All right, so I'm not gonna knock the Australians. We love
they fired me, so we don't have to like them anymore. Good. Back to not liking them.
Back to kangaroo dance.
So she realized, I guess, that I had a nose, and I didn't know that. I knew that as a kid, but I didn't know that was a profession. So I was in Singapore, and I was teaching little kids karate. Go figure, the white guys in Singapore.
Hold
yeah,
on. You
yeah.
have to stop right now. You teaching the kids what?
Karate. So
You're
let me
like
tell
a
you a funny
karate
story
guy?
about this. So growing up, so my family are all police officers. And check this out. So my dad put me in baseball as a kid, football, basketball. I couldn't do any of them. In baseball, I remember, you know, the one guy said to my father, "I see my son, he just got a hit." He goes, "Which one's your boy?" He goes, "The one sitting picking daisies in the flower." You know, so my dad, I've been in karate for about 17 years, and it's because my dad
Wow.
said, if he's gonna, my dad knew, obviously. He said, "Men know you're not like other men," you know.
Right.
And he said, if he's not gonna be good at sports and he's gonna grow up to be gay, he's got to learn how to fight.
That's what he said?
Not to my face. I mean, he told me when I was
No,
21.
meaning
but
like,
yeah.
so you could
Yeah,
protect yourself.
yeah.
But that's pretty
And
cool.
I fight like a
he,
motherfucker. Like,
he accepted, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, he never said it. It
Yeah,
was
but
never said.
that's his way
Yeah.
of acceptance. But so he taught you how to be a fucking Cobra Kai. Yeah, that's funny because I just talked about karate fighters. You don't want to mess with them. So you did that 17 years, and then you taught kids karate?
Yeah.
But you had a good nose for sense of smell.
So I get a call. I'm in Singapore. I get a call, and I hear, "You're hired." And I said, "Okay, hired for what? I didn't apply for any. What are you talking about?" You know, it was my friend, the girl. And she said, "You're going to be the new wholesale rep for our company, and I'm going to teach you more and more about fragrance." And I was like, "I can't. That's very nice of you." I said, "But I can't do that." I said, "Because I don't even have a car." She goes, "Oh, no, we bought you a car." Like,
Really?
Apparently they knew I was that good. And I don't mean
That's
sound
incredible.
like braggy. Like,
Well,
but
you should be
apparently
braggy. But if you're trying to sell me, you should tell me how good you are. If you're
Well,
trying to sell.
before we get into then my goods and our stories, I brought you a present.
Okay.
Can somebody grab it for me? I hope you like it. I hope I didn't overdo it. Sometimes I overdo it with gifts.
I like that you overdo
But
it.
I
Like your
I
outfit.
designed it for you, so
Thank you.
it's
Do
actually.
I open this?
I don't care if you rip it apart. But I designed this for you.
You did?
Yes,
I'm excited.
you're the first one to ever get this.
I like to give gifts. I'm not the.
Oh, I never
like-
get gifts ever. So put
well,
me on your.
I like to give them more than I like to accept them.
So I just thought I'd get you a main coat. It's a rabbit coat.
Wow, I didn't expect this. I thought you were gonna give me
But,
perfume or a fucking candle.
Oh, I'm gonna, but
What
now
the
you just ruined
hell?
the fucking second surprise.
Bro, this is like Dalmatian shit right
Yeah,
now.
I designed it.
101, bitch. I will
And
put this
got
on.
my signature in the
I do
back.
not- I cannot get over this.
You gotta get the true style.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Lulu.
I love it.
I thought you would.
I do.
And it was very
I
touch and
love
go.
it.
And I didn't think it was gonna make it in time. And it literally pulled up like Santa Claus was disguised as like the fucking UPS man. I was like, what? So I counted it out. That was it. I didn't think I was gonna get here in time. So I started Bloke, and Bloke is six fragrances, and they were named after real people and real places and where I met them. But what people didn't know was they were all ex-boyfriends, and it was my way of saying "fuck you" for
The
what
names
you
of
did.
them?
Yes, fuck
That's
you for
great.
yeah. So I was nicknamed, and I got very upset. Nicknamed the Adele of fragrances, and I got upset about that because
Why?
she's a little wide. So I decided the only way to get over the broken heart is just like singers do and painters do, was I'm going to create what they are, and I'm going to capitalize off of it so I can be like, you know what, you lost me, and I'm just taking your money. Like,
I
you know
love
what I mean?
that
Like,
story.
So, and that's what I did. In 3 months, I was named Best New Product by the New York Times. I got to do...
Really?
Yeah. I got to do the signature fragrance for Amy Sacco at Bungalow 8. And I've worked with Adam Buska, the guy who with the No Hate campaign, the tape over your mouth.
Oh, yeah.
We've worked together, collaborated on a lot of stuff. And then here's where it all gets twisted and dark, and that's where this line came from. So what happened was after all these duds and meeting all these losers and just giving up on that kind of shit and taking in like life and like what I was going to be doing in my career, because people look at me and they're like the outfits and the tattoos and they think like I'm out all night. By now I'm home in Adidas pants watching reruns of Columbo. Like I'm like I mean like I'm
I hear you.
I did my time. You know what I mean? Like
I hear you.
Yep.
That's like me too. Everyone thinks that, and I'm rocking Golden Girls. Favorite show on earth.
Yeah, mine would be I watch a lot of Judge Judy and like the other one where the fat people can't get out of chairs. And so like with like
300-pound life.
600 pound. Yeah, that's
600
some
pound
big uns. So
600-pound life
Yeah.
is not a joke.
I know, but it's sad to watch them cry over a Twinkie. Like,
I know.
"Ah," and it's like they need crack. They're like,
No, I know. And
"Ah."
then that's like the show Hoarders. There's so many good shows.
There-
There's so many good shows, but then those shows are kind of like you watch
Well, they
it
get
and you're like,
spin-offs.
life isn't so bad.
Yeah, because then it gets spin-offs and then it gets
I know, it
stupid
gets
and
too
they
much.
ruin it and all that.
So
stuff.
anyway, you're not a
So-
party animal anymore. You
No,
did your
I
time.
did
You
my
partied
time,
enough
yes.
for 4 lifetimes.
Definitely.
And now you're focusing on.
So what I did was I met the absolute love of my life, man of my dreams,
Aw.
and his name was Victor. I've never so happy in my entire life, and we got married secretly because we didn't have money for the big wedding, and we did that. And we were so happy, and then came time for the big wedding. The big wedding happened right before the pandemic. So our honeymoon, we
So
got
you
to have
got
our
lucky.
wedding. Our wedding was so cool. Like even if I wasn't, like you know, people talk about their weddings and they think they're the shit. When I was a kid, my favorite cartoon and like hero was Jem and the Holograms. And do you know that I tracked her down and had Jem sing our wedding song?
No way.
Swear to God. It was
That's pretty cool.
Love Song, the 311 version, not the Cure version. So
That's cool.
So I had that. I had snakes. I had all kinds. It was amazing. But
Wait, what? Oh, snakes, like real snakes?
Like 6 foot. I was walking around. I'll show you after this the picture.
Yeah, you don't have to show me that.
But
you that's why you went to Australia.
No, I went to Australia for a guy like a.
You should have went to
dum-dum.
Australia and boxed one of the kangaroos.
They do that. They fight hard. Are you crazy?
I'm obsessed with them,
I-
and they get diesel.
Yeah,
There was one of them.
yeah,
He tried drowning.
they're pure
You saw me.
muscle.
He grabbed the dog. He fucking. They have this thing with dogs. I don't know. The kangaroos want to kill all the dogs. You watch all the videos.
Yes.
I'm obsessed with them. I can't believe they legit fight. Like they box. They want to
box,
beat the
they
shit
shit.
out.
Yeah.
They're bullies. I mean, they're really not. They're not nice.
Oh, I've
One
been-
of them, the
no,
guy
you
was
go to
taking his
wait.
daughter to school. The kangaroo was just hopping. The guy was coming around the corner. He fucking rocked him. The older guy.
worst thing out
The guy
there
hit the
is-
fence. He
is-
fell on the floor. He was trying to fuck him up. I was watching like, oh my god,
Worse than that
they're
is the
vicious.
magpie. Worse than that is the magpie out there. Have you heard about that? You got to
what?
Google it. Magpie.
No.
You got to Google it when you get home. It's a bird. So it's
Oh wait a minute, they're the big beaks.
no.
Oh, then I
what they
don't know
do
what
is
that
in
is.
their. It's our fall.
shut this
It's
off,
their
I'm sorry.
spring. Is it's backwards. So right about now, this is their springtime. So-
Magpie.
Well, in general, in
Okay.
Australia. And that's when they go to make babies. So what they do, and no matter who you meet, they have a story. Like, it's not an uncommon thing. They swoop down from behind and bite you. Your ears bite everything. And
That's
it
a
scares me
nightmare
to
for me.
death. People have to wear glasses on the back of their heads. I swear, shit you not.
Wait,
Bikers,
wait.
Look at it
Hold
when you
on.
get home. I swear to
No,
God. Magpie-
I'm obsessed with this type of shit.
I was shitting my pants. Because what happened was, I don't know.
It has a
nothing-
long beak.
It's got a beak that bites and cuts through skin, long enough for me. But I know. So what happened was, I had a little garden when I moved out into this really nice area, and these three magpies were trying to kill each other, and I'm thinking, I don't care if you die, but not in my yard. Like, I'm not picking up dead bird. So I
Were
start.
they trying to fight each other?
Yeah, so I start banging pots like Jersey City. I would be like it's New Year's, and they get pissed at me for breaking up the fight. Now I shit you not, like Janet Leigh and the Birds. They used to wait for me every morning to go outside to smoke a cigarette. One would make a caw, and 1,000 of them would come and line up against the string waiting for me. I wouldn't even get the fucking mail. I was like, I'm not going out there.
What?
I call out of
They
work.
wanted to hit
I ain't
you-
coming
hit
to
you
work.
up
Yeah,
with
they
their
were.
beaks?
My car would be shit bombed. Like they know.
Because
they're smart. Yeah.
Oh, they're smart.
They're smart. Watch it when you get home. Somebody out there in TV land has to make a comment and say he knows what he's talking about. Like,
About magpies?
Yeah, magpies.
I'm gonna binge watch them.
So here's what happened. So I took a hiatus to do a sophomore line. I wanted to do it. I couldn't come up with a creation, and with the wedding and all that stuff being planned, we go on our honeymoon. I got a ticket around the world. So we were starting in Qatar, then Lebanon, then Egypt, then Russia, then back to Paris, and then back home. So we don't know what a
So
pandemic
you
is.
really went everywhere.
Oh, I always do. Yeah, I'd rather buy that than jewelry and stuff like that. You know, like because you get a memory and it's fun.
Of
you know,
course,
like,
it's incredible.
so. Basically, we go out and we don't know what a pandemic is. We don't know what's going on. All we know is now we're in Egypt. We have nothing with us because it's only an hour flight. We did a day trip just to go see the pyramids. Our stuff's all in Lebanon. We're being evacuated. And we're like, where are we supposed to go? And they're like, don't know, shut the door. So we ended up, bouncing from hotel to hotel, airport to airport, country to country, however we could to get home. We get home, and we're in the driveway, and Victor, that's his name, he says to me, I need to talk to you before we go inside. And I said, can you help me with the bags that we have? I'm like, and we go inside? He said, no, I really want to talk to you. And I said, okay, well, what is it? And he said, I don't love you the way you're supposed to love another man. He goes, I really needed a green card to stay in this country.
Hold
He's
the
like,
fuck on.
Yeah.
The guy you married?
Yep. 1 week during our honeymoon, told me that, yeah.
And he was the one you met in Australia?
No, but
Where did you meet him?
met him here.
And you went to Australia? You traveled the world
Australia
with
when
him?
I was younger, no.
No, but so where did you marry him? Here.
Here.
And this is where you had the beautiful wedding right before
Yeah.
COVID, and the one you really loved.
Yeah.
And he said, okay, so he sat down with you. Where were you, in the kitchen?
No, in the driveway. He didn't even do it inside the house. And
You were in
now
the car?
The story gets better. We were
No, but
unpacking.
I wanna know where
we were
you were
unpacking the car, like unpacking the car.
You were unpacking the car to go in the house.
Yeah.
Thinking you're happily married.
Yes.
And he said, I just needed a green card.
Yes.
Out of nowhere.
Yes. And it gets better.
And you're
what
gonna-
happens next?
You better make me happy right now.
Guess what happens next?
You roundhouse kicked him.
Lockdown for 9 months, me and him together because of the fucking pandemic.
Wait a minute.
You know,
When he told you at that moment, you didn't fucking use
I
any
didn't
of your
even grasp
17-year
anything.
karate
I didn't
moves?
even. I couldn't even take a deep breath. I didn't even know like what was up and what was down.
It was your house?
Yeah.
Okay, so you should have been like, COVID. Sorry,
I
bitch.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if it was. To this day, I don't think I'll ever know. But
Did you talk, or like, how were you in the
I
house?
try. I drank. That's why I don't drink anymore. I drank from.
And you would lock down with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
The whole COVID time.
Yep.
And you didn't torch his life?
No,
Like-
I try. I sadly, like, I'm almost ashamed of myself to say, I sadly tried to get him back. Like, I would try to take us places and do things and make things special. And on Facebook, nobody knew we weren't together because I didn't want our whole family who just came out and celebrated for
So
the wedding.
you know what? I'm looking at it because I'd be so angry about it because that's really awful that happened to you. It's actually bothering me because that's horrendous and hurtful. But at the same time, like, you just wanted to, maybe you were in denial and wanted everything to be fine, and that wasn't the case.
You know what? A lot of things, and this is.
Did you make peace with him?
No. I mean, I don't hate him, and I don't think he hates me. I don't know, but like we don't talk. We talked for like the first year.
You're a
after
good person.
It ended. What?
You're a good person.
I try
You
to
just said
be.
I don't hate him.
I don't
You know
hate
what I
him.
would be saying on this
I
fucking
don't
thing right
hate
now?
him.
I'd be like, is that legal? Is that legal? Is that legal?
I don't hate it. As a matter of fact, everyone asked me why I didn't have him deported, and I said, listen, if it were you and it were your husband, I would say get his fucking ass out of here now. But it's different when it's you.
Well, of course.
You know what I mean? Like,
Of course.
So
Mine would've been
what
bad.
happened was, took me 3 years to come out of a coma, a drunken haze, and I created Abizione Valiante. So that's my line.
That's what you made
Yeah.
after that.
Yes. So
Let me
this
see.
is telling. So this one is kind of lit because I'm going to give this one to you.
So this is more like an empowerment. Well,
This is the troubles. I mean, all the fragrances.
it was dark, but you
It
put
goes
all
through
your
everything.
energy
Yeah.
into that.
Dark, light,
That's a great
happy,
story.
sad, everything. So this is coconut and black
Look
rose.
at how beautiful.
Here, take it. It's like I said, I lit it because I don't have much to.
Well, this smells good. You definitely know you do have a good nose, because I have to tell you something. I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I have been making my own scent for about over 20 years that I make for myself. I have all the oils. I do the same thing.
Good for
I make
you.
oils. I make different smell all the time. And when I was a single mom and I was in a bed, I sold my perfume. I used to sell it.
Good for you.
Yeah, it smells so good, but it's like my thing. Like I have a good nose. I am very picky. That's why I said, oh, this is you. That actually is a great, great scent. And I remember I had told Johnny, I said, whoever made this cologne is really good.
Wow.
I mean, you're looking for investors?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well, let me tell you the secret about this line.
What? Give me a
So
moment.
The secret.
I love this, by the way. You should make a perfume out of this.
It comes in. Whenever, wherever. So these sprays means you can put it all over your body. You can put it all over like furniture. I formulated it so it can go on both the skin and fabric.
Everything.
Yeah. So
I love it.
So
I love
that's
it. And
just
what is
one
it?
of-
Coconut and vanilla?
coconut and rose, black rose.
There's black rose in this? And I
Yeah.
wouldn't think I would like that, because
Yeah.
I'm not a rose fan.
Well,
I'm
here's-
not like flour. I'm more fruity.
Well, so let me tell you something. So this is vanilla, oud, and macadamia nut.
Ooh, I
but
like
you got
this.
the underneath of the vanilla. So
Oh, I smell it.
So here's the trick, ladies
Ooh,
and
I
gentlemen.
love this.
I'm not going to tell you guys how I did it, because then I won't be the multimillionaire I'm destined to be. But I figured out how to make candles
manifestation.
and fragrances synthetically. I infuse them with synthetic pheromones from the civet cat. If anybody knows what the civet cat is, do you ever see those coffee beans that are like $100, like a pound or an ounce or some crazy shit like that? It's because the
No.
civet cat, you never saw that? It's because the civet cats from Asia eats it, poops it out, and there's something in
sounds
their butt
interesting.
gland that we become addicted to.
No way.
Yeah, and I figured out how to make a synthetic, no cruelty to animal version of that to make people addicted to the line. So like this thing I did for Christmas. This is our Christmas holiday box. But bam! You get an accordion view of 4 of
This
our
is
holiday
actually really
scents.
cool, though.
I did actually.
Let me see.
Yeah.
I actually really think everything is cool. And I think you really designed everything nice.
Well, I
but
did something even more special for you in about a second.
You know what this?
They're all different
Smell-
Christmases. Those are Christmases. So 1984 was my first Christmas that I remember. You know, I mean, I was born in '79, but remembering it.
I love all your scents that right now, and I'm a very honest person. I would just say it's not for me, it's not my style or my taste. And I even actually like something with rose in it, which is crazy because I never do.
I got something I'm debuting here, and the vessel. I hope when you guys are looking at this at home, the vessel it's in is not it's not mine. I had this specially brought for Drita. So about 3 weeks ago, I woke up from a flash of a dream, and I wrote a formula down on paper. And you know that moment before you're awake, but you're not asleep? You're in that haze, sort of. I wrote this thing down, and I called the perfumery right away, and I was like, we need to fit this in somewhere. I was like, I have to do this. And then we were talking about your show, and I was like, can it get done in time for her show? This is a new fragrance. Nobody has smelled this yet but my mom.
That's the dream.
This
You
is
gotta
the dream.
name it.
Yeah.
You gotta
I
name
already
it
got
something.
yeah, it's number 30, who's based off of one of my investors, because the numbers are birthdays. So I give everybody their own birthday.
So it's only by numbers.
No, but numbers, but then the name will come. So this is actually Star Crimson Pear and Tahitian Gardenia. So,
I'm definitely gonna like this
so
because I love
You're
gardenia.
the only one that's ever gonna have this like this because I don't have this glass.
I love gardenia and I love fruit.
Tell me how I
So,
did.
Can't
Let's
wait.
see how we did, people.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something. This, you made this into a perfume?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be your.
Bestseller.
This is gonna be this. This is amazing, and I think that it smells like heaven. That's what you should have named it. Oh my God, that's so good.
And that's for you. Take home, burn, enjoy.
I will, but you need to make that into a perfume.
It's getting done. That's why we
There was
show
a
us
reason
the
why
money.
there was a reason why you dreamt that.
And that's why, and I
combination.
believe in all that kind of stuff. And I
Oh, big time.
You know, and I wrote it down, and that was it.
That
you
happened
know?
to someone that works with us with a dream. On him, he created something out of it. It's just people. Everyone dreams. They just don't remember. A lot of people don't remember their
Yeah.
dreams. They don't follow up with them. But when you do, there's a reason for everything. That smells beautiful.
Thank you so much.
No,
I
it's
appreciate
really
that.
a beautiful
I'm
scent.
in love with it. I just got it, and
It's so beautiful.
I'm in love with it.
It's like soft, and it's not too much fruit or flower. It's perfect.
Right.
Perfect amount. And you know, like usually when you smell something, it always smells like another perfume. You know, I used to be a business manager on Saks Fifth Avenue. I know my scents. I sold my scents. I was a huge salesperson. So especially when it comes to perfumes. So like I was trying to figure out what it smells like, but because there's a lot of scents that have gardenia in it, you put yourself in your own lane.
Well,
and that's not easy to do.
I do that because I want to be
It's
real.
so
It's
sexy.
It's how I write. It's how I write like on. So for
I love
example, I showed you the holiday gift box, and then I realized why don't I have a gift box for all year round, like a sampler.
Right.
So I made a sampler, which Italians will know, the Il Maiorca, which is the evil eye. So I put this out to sort of ward people of like the evil eye per se, from the dark time that I went through. And just like the other one, ba-bam, comes out your silver and black. Anything Circa is going to be limited edition. We've got our Circa holiday, like, you know, Christmas, but I'm working on Mother's Days and, you know, all different kinds of
Very
awarenesses.
fancy packaging.
I went through
love it.
hell decorating it because I figured, listen, if you see all these different, I don't want to toss around names, but I don't want to make competition where it hasn't even begun yet, you know?
Will it be affordable because it looks like very high end?
Well, the thing is that's what I figured was, if you're gonna charge somebody this much money, you got to give them this much money.
100%.
You know what I mean? So
if you're giving that as a gift, it looks expensive.
it looks gifty. It looks like you did
Yeah.
a good job. So, but I'm so glad that I got to meet.
Me
and hang with
too.
you.
I'm so happy. Thank you so much for my coat.
If you guys go to www.abitazione, it's ABITAZION, Valiante, VALIANTE, that's my last name, .com. You'll be able to start taking pre-orders for all this stuff because it's going to go fast. The first round is going to go fast.
I wish you the best of luck.
Thank
and
you
I'm
much.
glad that you took your heartache and you focused your
Well,
energy on something
we've all
positive.
been there.
Yeah.
We've all been there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is my sophomore. So
Thank
let's
you
see
for
what we do.
coming.
Thank you.